Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, is that really me? My birth certificate says I'm 65, but some days I feel 85, and other days I feel 45. It's a common feeling, isn't it? We all have a number on our driver's license, but that number often doesn't tell the whole story of how our body is truly doing on the inside. What if I told you that your body has its own secret language? A series of hidden clues that reveal its true age, its real vitality, completely separate from the candles on your last birthday cake. It can be a bit disheartening, can't it? When you find yourself struggling with simple things you used to do effortlessly, maybe getting up from a low chair, or finding yourself a bit wobbly on your feet, or even just opening a stubborn jar. These little moments can be a stark reminder that time marches on. And sometimes, our bodies feel like they're marching a little faster than we'd like. But here's the beautiful secret. These very struggles aren't just signs of getting older. They are actually powerful indicators of your body's current state. It's biological age, and understanding them gives you the power to actually roll back the clock, or at least slow it down significantly. In this video, we're going to dive into 5 incredibly simple, yet remarkably revealing at-home tests. These aren't complicated medical procedures. They're straightforward activities you can do right in your living room. Each one will offer a fascinating glimpse into a different aspect of your body's true age, from your balance and strength to your flexibility, and even your brain's quickness. And the best part, once you know where you stand, you'll also discover practical, easy ways to improve in each area, helping you feel more vibrant, more capable, and more alive. No matter what your birth year says, you might be surprised by what you discover about yourself. And you'll definitely want to watch to the very end for something that will truly surprise you about how much control you have over your own health journey. Now, let's start uncovering these fascinating secrets. Beginning with something absolutely fundamental to our everyday safety and independence, our balance. Think for a moment about how often we rely on our balance without even thinking about it. Walking across a slightly uneven path, reaching for something on a top shelf, or simply avoiding a trip. As we get older, our balance can sometimes become less reliable. And that's when worries about falls start to creep in. Falls aren't just bumps and bruises. They can significantly impact our independence and quality of life. But here's the good news. Balance is something you can absolutely improve. The first simple test is the one-leg stand. It's incredibly easy to do and tells you a lot about your inner ear function, your core stability, and even your brain's ability to process sensory information. Here's how you do it safely at home first. Make sure you're in a clear space, perhaps near a sturdy wall or a countertop you can grab onto if you feel wobbly. You want to be safe, not put yourself at risk. Now, simply lift one foot off the ground, bending your knee so your foot is behind you, or even just slightly off the ground. Try to hold this position for as long as you can, up to 30 seconds, without letting your lifted foot touch the ground or holding on to anything. Once you've done one side, switch and try the other leg. What do your results mean? Well, generally speaking, if you can hold it for 10 seconds or more without wobbling excessively or needing to touch down, that's a really good sign for someone over 60, indicating a strong foundation. If you find yourself struggling to hold it for even 5 seconds, don't despair. This isn't a judgment. It's simply a clear signal that this is an area where a little focused attention can make a huge difference in your life. The beautiful thing about balance is how quickly it can improve with consistent, gentle practice. My friend Margaret, who's 72, used to feel quite unstable, especially walking on slightly uneven ground. After she started doing this one-leg stand test for just a minute or two every day, first holding onto her kitchen counter, then gradually letting go, she noticed a remarkable difference. She tells me she feels so much steadier now, more confident getting around, and less anxious about tripping. Simple steps you can take include practicing this test daily, maybe while waiting for the kettle to boil, You can also explore gentle exercises like Tai Chi, which is fantastic for balance, or even just walking mindfully, paying attention to how your feet connect with the ground. Remember, every little bit of practice builds stronger connections in your brain and body, making you more stable and confident on your feet. Now that we've talked about feeling steady on your feet, let's move our attention to your hands and a surprising indicator of overall vitality, your grip strength. Have you ever struggled to open a jar? Or found yourself needing help with a bottle cap that used to be easy? It's more than just an annoyance. Your grip strength is a surprisingly powerful indicator of your overall muscle mass, your general strength, and even your future health. It's been linked in studies to everything from bone density to heart health and longevity. It's a simple, yet mighty, marker of your body's real age. So, how do you test it at home? You don't need a fancy dynamometer. A simple, everyday test is to try opening a new, tightly sealed jar of pickles or jam. If you can open it with relative ease, that's a fantastic sign of good grip strength. If you find yourself struggling, twisting, needing a tea towel, or even asking for help, that's your body giving you a clue that your grip might need a bit of attention. Another informal test, if you have one, is to squeeze a soft tennis ball or even a stress ball as hard as you can for 10-15 seconds. Notice how it feels. Can you really make a dent? What does it mean if your grip isn't as strong as you'd like? It could indicate some general muscle loss, which is a natural part of aging if we don't actively work to prevent it. But again, this is not a sentence. It's an opportunity. Improving grip strength is incredibly empowering. Think about all the daily tasks it impacts: carrying groceries, gardening, even turning a doorknob. My uncle, bless him, used to get so frustrated with tight jar lids. He started using a simple stress ball he kept by his favorite chair, just squeezing it gently while watching TV. Within a few weeks, he was opening jars with a newfound ease, and he felt a real sense of accomplishment. Actionable steps are wonderfully simple. Regular use of a stress ball or a hand gripper can make a significant difference. Even just consciously clenching and unclenching your fists throughout the day can help. Gardening, kneading dough, or even just carrying shopping bags, making sure not to overload them, are all fantastic ways to naturally build hand and forearm strength. Remember, strong hands aren't just about opening jars. They're about maintaining independence and ensuring you can comfortably engage in all the activities you love. It's about feeling capable and resilient in your everyday life. Now that we've explored the importance of feeling steady and strong in our hands, let's shift our focus to an equally crucial aspect of feeling truly youthful and agile: our ability to move freely and easily. Your body's true age is also reflected in how easily you can get up and down. And that brings us to our next revealing test. Think about how many times a day you sit down and stand up, from getting out of bed, to rising from the dinner table, or even just standing up after a comfortable read on the sofa. This seemingly simple action is a cornerstone of our daily independence, and how easily and quickly you can perform it tells a powerful story about your lower body strength and overall mobility. This isn't just about avoiding a struggle. It's about maintaining the freedom to move through your day with ease and confidence. The 30-second chair stand test is a widely recognized measure of functional lower body strength. Here's how you can do it safely at home. Find a sturdy chair without arms, ideally one that allows your feet to be flat on the floor when you're seated. With your knees bent at about a 90-degree angle, position yourself so your back isn't leaning against the chair. Now, with a timer ready for 30 seconds, simply stand up fully from the chair, then sit back down, making sure your bottom touches the seat each time. Don't use your hands to push off your knees or the chair if you can avoid it. But if you need a little help, that's okay. Just make a note of it. Count how many times you can complete a full stand-to-sit cycle in 30 seconds. What do your results tell you? While there are charts with age-specific norms, the key here is not to compare yourself to others, but to understand your own starting point. If you can perform 10 to 12 repetitions in 30 seconds, that's generally considered a good level of lower body strength for someone in their 60s or 70s. Fewer repetitions. Say 5 to 7 simply indicate that this is a wonderful area to focus on for improvement. Remember, this test directly relates to your ability to maintain independence and safely navigate your environment. Whether it's getting off a low sofa or stepping onto a bus, the fantastic news is that your leg muscles are incredibly responsive to exercise. No matter your age, you can significantly improve your sit-to-stand performance with consistent practice. Sarah, who's 68, used to find getting up from low chairs a real effort, sometimes feeling a bit stiff or wobbly. After she started adding just a few sets of chair stands to her daily routine, maybe 3 sets of 10 repetitions, taking breaks, she noticed a remarkable difference in just a few weeks. She told me she felt stronger, more agile, and found herself moving through her day with much less effort. Simple, actionable steps include practicing the chair stand test itself, doing gentle squats using the chair for support, or even just making a conscious effort to walk more throughout the day. Every time you stand up from a seated position, you're engaging these important muscles. It's about building consistent small movements into your daily life that cumulatively make a big difference to your strength and your body's real age. Now, let's explore another crucial aspect of youthful movement: your flexibility. Have you ever felt a twinge when trying to reach for something on a high shelf? Or struggled to put on a coat comfortably? Stiffness, particularly in our shoulders and back, can make everyday tasks surprisingly challenging and can even contribute to aches and pains. Our flexibility isn't just about being able to touch your toes. It's about having a full range of motion in your joints, which is vital for preventing injuries, maintaining good posture, and simply moving comfortably through life. It truly impacts how old your body feels. A very simple and telling test you can do at home is the back scratch test. This test specifically looks at the flexibility of your shoulder joint, which is incredibly important for daily activities like dressing, reaching, and even sleeping comfortably. Here's how you do it. Stand or sit comfortably. Take one arm, reach it up over your shoulder, and try to reach down your back as far as you can, as if you're trying to scratch an itch on your upper back. Now, take your other arm, reach it behind your lower back, palm facing out, and try to reach upwards as far as you can. The goal is to see if your fingers can touch or even overlap. Repeat on the other side. What do your results mean if your fingers can easily touch or overlap? That's a fantastic sign of good shoulder flexibility. If you find a significant gap between your fingers, or if it feels very uncomfortable to even attempt, that's an area where some gentle, consistent stretching can make a world of difference. Stiffness can often be a result of long periods of inactivity or repetitive movements that limit our range of motion. It doesn't mean your body is permanently old. It just means it's craving some loving movement. Think about how much easier it is to perform everyday tasks when your joints move freely. My neighbor, John, used to complain constantly about stiffness in his shoulders, especially after gardening. He started doing gentle arm circles and simple shoulder stretches every morning, often while his coffee was brewing. He found that within a month, he could comfortably reach behind his back, and his overall shoulder discomfort significantly reduced. He said it felt like his shoulders had unlocked. Actionable steps you can take include gentle arm circles, shoulder rolls, and reaching exercises throughout the day. You don't need to become a yoga master. Even just spending a few minutes gently stretching your arms and shoulders, perhaps when you wake up or before bed, can prevent stiffness and vastly improve your comfort and range of motion. Remember, every little bit of movement helps keep your joints lubricated and your body feeling supple and youthful. So far, we've looked at your balance, your strength, and your flexibility, crucial pillars of physical vitality. But your body's true age isn't just about what you can do physically. It's also profoundly linked to how quickly your brain and nervous system respond. And that brings us to our fifth and final fascinating test, which might just surprise you the most. Have you ever had a near miss, perhaps nearly tripping, or almost dropping something, and marveled at how quickly you managed to regain your footing or catch the falling object? That split-second ability to respond is your reaction time at work, and it's a powerful indicator of your brain's processing speed, your nervous system's health, and even your overall cognitive vitality. A quick reaction time isn't just for athletes, it's essential for everyday safety, preventing falls, and responding to unexpected situations in traffic or at home. It's a key component of feeling sharp and capable, truly reflecting how young your brain is functioning. The ruler drop test is a classic, simple, and very effective way to get an idea of your reaction time at home. You'll need a standard 30-centimeter ruler and a helper, perhaps a family member or a friend. Here's how to do it. Have your helper hold the ruler vertically, with the 0-centimeter mark at the bottom, just above your open thumb and forefinger. Your hand should be open, ready to grasp, but not touching the ruler. Your helper will drop the ruler without warning, and your job is to catch it as quickly as possible. Note the measurement at the top of your thumb. The lower the number closer to 0, the faster your reaction time. Repeat this several times and take an average. Try it with both hands. What do your results reveal? Generally, a catch anywhere within the first 10-15 centimeters indicates a good, quick reaction time for someone over 60. If you're regularly catching it much further down, say beyond 20 centimeters, it suggests that your reaction speed might not be as sharp as it could be. Again, this isn't about being slow, it's an insight into an area where you have the power to make significant improvements. Our reaction time can slow naturally with age, but it can also be influenced by our lifestyle, our alertness, and how much we challenge our brains. Think about the importance of quick reflexes in everyday life. Navigating a busy street, quickly stepping aside to avoid a collision, or even catching something before it smashes on the floor. My sister, who's in her late 60s, was concerned about feeling a bit fuzzy mentally sometimes. She started incorporating brain-stimulating activities into her routine. Not just this ruler test, but also online puzzle games and even learning to play a new card game with her grandchildren. She reports feeling much sharper, more alert, and even her reaction time in little everyday moments seems to have improved. Actionable steps to sharpen your reaction time include engaging in activities that require quick thinking and hand-eye coordination. This could be anything from playing a simple game of catch with a ball, doing online brain games or puzzles, or even trying a new hobby that involves quick responses, like learning a musical instrument or picking up a new sport like table tennis. Even paying closer attention to your surroundings and trying to anticipate things can subtly improve your mental quickness. It's about keeping your brain active and engaged, creating new neural pathways that keep you feeling alert and responsive. So, there you have it. 5 remarkably simple, yet profoundly insightful at-home tests that provide a far more accurate picture of your body's true age than any birth certificate ever could. We've explored your balance, the foundational pillar of stability and confidence, your grip strength, a powerful indicator of overall vitality and muscle health, your lower body strength, essential for everyday independence and ease of movement, your flexibility, crucial for comfort, posture, and preventing stiffness, and finally, your reaction time, a window into your brain's quickness and overall alertness. Remember, the purpose of these tests isn't to judge you or label you with an age that might seem higher than you like. Far from it. The real power lies in the knowledge they provide. Each test offers you a starting point, a snapshot of where your body is right now. And the beautiful, truly empowering truth is that every single one of these aspects, your balance, your strength, your flexibility, your reaction time, can be significantly improved. No matter how many years you've lived, you hold the power to influence your biological age, to feel younger, stronger, and more vibrant than you thought possible. It's about empowering yourself with simple, actionable steps that can genuinely transform how you feel day to day. Don't feel overwhelmed. Even small, consistent changes can yield remarkable results. If you found one area where you'd like to improve, start there. Just a few minutes a day, consistently applied, can create a ripple effect throughout your entire body and mind. Think of it as investing in your future self, a stronger, more agile, and more confident you. It's never too late to start. And every single step, no matter how small, is a victory. I truly hope you'll give these tests a try at home. I'd absolutely love to hear from you in the comments below. Which test did you find the most surprising? Which area are you excited to start working on? Your experiences and insights are so valuable, not just to me, but to our entire community here. If you found this video helpful, if it gave you something to think about, please do give it a big thumbs up. That really helps us reach more people who could benefit from this information. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more practical advice, inspiring stories, and helpful tips on how to live your healthiest, happiest, and most vibrant life at every single age. Because remember, your chronological age is just a number. It's how you feel, how you move, and how you engage with the world that truly defines your vitality. Live your best life at every age.